Hello, this is Antigone. I just want to give you a brief introduction and then we'll hop straight into the content. I literally started playing with computers in the 1960s when my dad was a computer repairman. I started using Apple products in 1978 and then IBM and Microsoft in 1989. Yes, I survived using Windows 1.0. Nowadays, I work with coaches, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, and small businesses to set up their tech systems to help them thrive instead of having the tail wag the dog, so to speak, by having the tech dictate how a business can operate. Let's make the tools work for the business owner, huh? Let's go do that. So one of the things that I did this past weekend was set up two websites in Go High Level. That meant that I had to start by setting up the domains and all of the email pointers and the calendars and the funnels and the pages. It was fun times, no tears at all, just saying. It also meant that I had to go to it's where I go in and I update the DNS settings, okay, on the domain registry sites. So when you go into High Level, it tells you, hey, here's everything you need. And then you go over to the DNS on your domain registry and you put all of that in there and you go back to Go High Level and it double checks to make sure that everything is all set up. And then it shows you another setting that wasn't there the first time around. At least that's what happened for the email. And of course, I also created all of the assets such as the logos, the backgrounds, color and font schemes, etc. Did I mention something like, thank goodness for AI? I can do a lot of things, but I can't sew, I can't change a diaper, and I suck as a graphic designer. So anyway, after the domains were all set up, I did all of the finagling and copying, pasting, and then discovered that Go High Level, when you add a new domain, says, which funnel do you want to point it to? This is required. Do what now? Anyway, turns out it's not actually required. It's only required if you don't exit out of the little dialog box. Nothing on there says that you can exit out of this dialog box and the world isn't going to end. One site was started from scratch and the other from a template. And I gotta say that starting from scratch is a lot easier, at least for me, in Go High Level. Why? Because more time was spent undoing what the template had in place instead of just setting up what I wanted. For the from scratch site, I set up two forms. One to collect information for the mailing list, which some people call an opt-in form, and another for the 404 reporting page. More on that in a moment. Next, the calendars were set up. Once they were set up so that folks could enter the information, that also meant that I wanted to set up some custom fields so that I could have specific information that wasn't already captured in Go High Level. A bazillion years ago, when the internet was just a gleam in the eye. Anyway, a long time ago, like 30 years or so, when the World Wide Web was new and Netscape was like, whoa, kind of thing, we used to have 404 reporting pages so that users could say, this is how I got here. This is what I was trying to find. And then that way you can capture their information without a sales thing. These days, of course, you still want to use the terms and conditions, even if the only thing you're going to do is get back with them and say, thank you for reporting this. Cover your butt and still use the terms and conditions acceptance. If you got some good information out of this, maybe even had a couple of laughs here and there, please hit the like button and maybe even the subscribe button. I know it's a scary step. It's a big thing. But I'd really appreciate it. I'm a brand new creator here. And I'd like to know that, hey, I got something out of this. So if you leave a message here, this channel is young enough that I'll probably be able to reply, be like, thank you so much.